What's your guilty pleasure?
I like the question because it's implying that I just have one guilty pleasure.
Well, I'd say I don't really have like a lot of guilt when I do my hobby stuff.
Just binge watching reruns of old Simpsons episodes over and over.
My guilty pleasure is rapping to Nicki Minaj songs.
Excellent.
Playing computer games and not doing any studying all weekend.
I'm a massive Taylor Swift fan.
Cooking and putting on loud music and dancing.
I don't like dancing.
You sure?
But you dance every Friday.
I may dance, but I don't enjoy it.
This is really exposing.
I can confirm that.
How do you approach a stressful situation? I look and see what part of the situation is stressing me out and see if there's anything I can do to modify that.
I think it is very helpful to just take a step back from many things and look at how much that event really does affect you in the larger scheme of things. You'll find that many of those annoyances in life don't actually matter so much.
Sometimes I try and think about what's the worst case scenario and what I would do to cope with that. But I have to limit the amount of time that I spend doing that because it'd be easy to get too caught up in thinking about what the worst case scenario looks like.
I think it's really important to, get a lot of support and chat with your friends. I don't have one here, but I swear they're real.
How do you think the world of medicine could change to better foster well-being?
I think something that could sort of improve well-being for a lot of people is sort of removing that sense of competition. And I find that in lots of the things we do that are more pass or fail the assessments, there's a lot more positive atmosphere around them, and you just feel more sort of accomplished doing them as opposed to when you're all fighting it out.
It would be nice if everyone just realised we're all in it together. It's good to realise we're all having very similar struggles, and I think if we appreciate that, we'll be much more supportive of each other and sort of set the groundwork for a whole new culture of future doctors.
I think we could probably do better at speaking out ourselves, and everybody's willing to listen when their colleagues are having difficulty, but nobody's willing to speak.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned in the last year?
You can't be prepared for everything. Sometimes shit happens.
Shit happens.
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, shit happens.
I think in the last year for me, the biggest thing I've learned is to try and be more open about vulnerabilities and about concerns with friends and getting some support like that.
I don't have to be perfect. I think that's something that most medical students struggle with.
I've learned that it is okay to not know everything.
I probably already knew it, but I guess you realise that life goes on. Like it always just works itself out, even if it's not what you think it will be or what you wanted.
Is there any advice you'd like to give to other students?
Remember to look after each other and look after yourselves.
Look after yourself.
It's be kind to yourself.
Always be kind to yourself. Always take time for yourself.
And put things in perspective.
Just take a step back and look back and see how much you've already learned, and just because you don't understand one detail in one thing you're looking now, it's not the be all and end all.
If you see something that you don't like, the only way to really change that is to get involved and try and actually make a difference in that.
Do what makes you happy.
You do you. And the other really big thing is, like, remember, I like to think about if I took medicine away from my life, what's left? And I still really love what I have left.
Don't be afraid to admit that you're having a hard time, because I guarantee you that probably most other people are too.
Be honest with yourself, with your mental health and well-being.
Getting help is a really good thing to do. And it's very easy. You just go to your GP and you ask for a mental health plan.
Every day is a new day. Every day when you wake up, what you're going to do that day is independent of what you did yesterday or what you didn't do last week. Treat each day as a new day and stop beating yourself up. And each other.
And each other. Oh no! That was my funny bone! Oh.
That's how you improve well-being.
Hit your funny bone. Works every time.